Thank you for tuning in to Sip and Talk with a dynamic and engaging host who brings a unique perspective and sense of humor to every episode. She's not afraid to ask the tough questions and get to the bottom of the latest stories. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Most of all, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss an episode. See you soon.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Sip and Talk with Miss Londa. I have two guest co-hosts joining me this evening. I have Who They Want podcast, and I have Tea Time with Free. So say what's up to my guests today.
Hey, what's up, fam?
Hey, good evening. Thank you for having me.
No problem. So today's topics, we're gonna get into the whole situation with the rapper Dank Damoss and the Lyft situation. We're going to talk about the situation with DJ Akademicks, and then we're going to touch a little on Chrisean. So to start, I want to pull up this video of DJ Akademicks. Let me hit the share button.
Max said he wanted to try fucking a dude. Would you let him fuck you?
No.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah. You can have.
Wait.
Wait.
If I can't fuck you, I'm cutting you off.
No, yo. Suppose he's like, yo, bro. Listen, yo, you always wanted me to be next to you. Now I could be inside of you. Pause.
Yo, I'm not gay.
Nah,
you
you
said you
think-
suck a dick though.
Yeah.
Yes, to the
Yeah.
heck with it.
Wait, hold on. So you tell me that there's not another 15-year-old that you could bust down?
Yo, bro.
Yo, like, I'm serious. So there's not another 15-year-old you could bust down.
You go to school?
Yo, if Max got a sister and she threw you the box, would you smash her?
He already has a sister.
Alright, if she threw you the box, would you smash her?
No, because I'm 15.
What I mean?
Hey, what does that mean?
She's above 18.
What I mean?
Okay, what does that mean?
It will be grooming.
It'll be what?
Grooming.
That has nothing to do with you.
Nah, imagine no.
Yo, Nor, what's your address? I'm gonna send some strippers over there.
Slow down, yo. I am 15. I hope you know that, bro. You trying to
Oh,
get...
you scared of women, bro.
I'm not
She's a
scared of
woman.
women. Yo, bro, you trying to put me on a case. You trying to put them on a case.
So?
What you mean, so? That's weird.
I'm going to stop it right there. Now, was that creepy or was that not creepy?
It was disgusting. It was disgusting. It was pedophilia behavior. And I'm surprised. I don't know. I hear an echo. I might need to take my Bluetooth out. But I'm surprised that there's not a lawsuit out yet, because I know if I was the parent, it would have been a problem from the jump.
Yeah. And then for the little boy, the boy is telling him, I'm 15. You're going to put them on a case, like he was brighter than they were.
Absolutely.
And then
Absolutely.
he's like, so what that mean? You kept pushing it.
You kept pushing it. You kept encouraging. And to me, that was grooming. Just like the little boy stated, you continued to groom him. And what this also told me is that wasn't his first time.
I don't think it was either. And he's already got rape charges from the past. So there's no telling what goes on with DJ Akademicks. He's weird. That was really weird. And then when the other person asked for his address, that really freaked me out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm really surprised that the parents have not put out a statement yet. I'm surprised that it has not gone further. Because I really expected it to. To me, if I feel like it was just brushed under the rug. Yes, he was banned from Twitch, but what is that?
Right. And is he permanently banned? I think that he should be facing charges, though, because that if that's evidence in itself right there. And the little boy even told him. So you still disrespected his space.
Yeah, I agree. and he's still continuing to post. And what to me also, um, he still has a spirit of arrogancy about him,
Mm-hmm.
because what he did is the first time, because I followed this, when the little boy initially called him out, academics had the nerve to block the little boy first. He blocked him. And that's when the little boy got mad, and he actually made a post on Twitter about it and said, you have the nerve to block me because I said something about it. And then so academics came out, and he tried to pop his ish, and trying to make it seem like, it wasn't like it was, until bloggers started speaking out about it. And then he did this little half apology. But to me, he didn't take it serious. You literally said some really crazy stuff to
Yeah.
a minor child. You got a problem, and the parents are better than me. That's all I can say. And then I won't say that because we don't know what they're doing behind the scenes, because homeboy would have been locked up. Don't play with me.
Okay. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. And I got all the
Period.
proof right here.
Period.
Right. And it's worse that it's live streaming on a major network that you're doing this. And it's not even about celebrity status anymore. It's like that's just wrong on all levels as a human being to be doing that to a
Yeah.
child.
Yeah. And it wasn't just him. They're saying the other person was Tory Lanez's manager.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
The other person that was speaking was Tory Lanez's manager.
That's crazy.
Hmm. So we had two of them. We had two of them, and they were just too comfortable. The conversation was just too comfortable for it to be a first time.
Yeah. It was almost as if he's been doing it and he knew or he felt there wasn't going to be any repercussions.
Absolutely. Because a lot of kids are starstruck. They're even the oh, I'm talking to academics. They're not going to report it. You know what I'm saying? This is academic. He's very well known. We're talking to a celebrity. They're not going to say. But this child was a child, and it was a poke the bear. You blocked me. Oh, okay. Now I'm getting ready to tell,
Yeah.
and that's what happened.
Wow. Okay. So I'm going to go on to our other story here. Where's the sound? Oh.
Up. As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car.
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. I feel like that was a slap in the face.
Cars that size before?
Yes, I have. I've been in cars smarter than that.
Deja Blanding tells us she was just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car.
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. I feel like that was a...
Okay, what are you guys' thoughts on that?
I'll let your other co-hosts, because I will just keep talking. So,
How do you feel about that?
I feel like that situation, it was crazy, right? Watching that happen to someone of her stature, and the embarrassment. I feel like it was more of the embarrassing of having your feelings hurt, of being rejected, not so much of just the car itself.
Mm-hmm.
Because you were explaining like, hey, I do this pretty much. Sound like she do it on a regular basis. Like I can show you, I can squeeze in there and fit, whether I'm uncomfortable or not. I'm just trying to get to my destination. And he was just like, nah, you ain't even getting in at all. Like, I'm not even gonna unlock my door for you.
Right. I mean, and like, okay, let's be honest. Was that one ride to wherever she was going, was it really going to harm the tires and all of that? I mean, was it really going to do a lot of harm?
I think not. I don't feel like it would have. Like, if it would, that looked like it was like a Honda. Hondas are pretty, sturdy cars. And me being a big dude, I done been in some
Mm-hmm.
pretty low cars. And, sometimes, depending on the driver, they might say if nobody else is in the vehicle, kind of scoot more towards the
Mm-hmm.
middle so you wouldn't be as much weight on that tire side. That's pretty much all my experience has been with that
Mm-hmm.
situation.
And I
And
mean,
then, oh, you
go
could
ahead.
go. I
I
was just
mean,
gonna say, when the story first broke, I started seeing, like, I was watching it and following it, and it was a lot of people that was like really agreeing with him. And it's like, I think they missed the point, and then it just falls into we pick and choose what's wrong and what's right.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
And
how
we have to understand that, fat phobia is real.
right.
It is real. But then I also saw different conversations from other people stating it would she do that to the airlines? Because at the airline, when you go to buy a plane ticket, she would have to buy two for a woman of her size. So is it people, that was the argument that people were doing. But I also understand um her as well, because I mean, what, a car is only supposed to house a certain size. You
And
know what
if
I'm
that's
saying?
the case, then have it posted in your window then.
Have it posted in your window, and then if your tires can't hold about 102 pounds, um, baby, get you a truck. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Especially if you're gonna be a Lyft driver,
You're
you're
gonna be a
gonna
lift
pick
driver.
up all kind of people. So
Because what if it was 5 people? What if it was 4 people? 4 people times 100, right?
mhm,
4 people weighing a
Yeah.
100 pounds would have equaled her. You
yeah.
feel me? So
I agree.
your battle wasn't picked, baby. He didn't pick his battle properly. And because of that, because that's how you got to look at it. He himself would have been 150, 100 or more, 180 pounds. Boom, that's it. Then you get somebody else, 160. 4 people was her. And that's what people are not getting. Even if she wore 300, 400 pounds, all you have to do is split that up into 3 people, and that was still her. The car still would have been able to
Absolutely.
hold her.
Mhm.
So now the battle was not picked properly, so you lost your job, and now Lyft is being sued. You have to
They're
be
suing Lyft.
careful.
Why aren't they suing him though? Because I mean, they fired him, but I mean, they really can't control what he said though.
Well, it's like this. I'm a property manager. So
Hmm.
there's such a thing called fair housing. So if you come into my office, um, as a matter of fact, I'll give a story. I had an employee who, like, if a person came in and they were of Hispanic descent, and I remember specifically one time she said they came in and they didn't speak good English, and she said, "Oh, you're looking for Caravan Apartments. You need to go to Caravan." She was just sending them to Caravan, and Caravan is like a low income apartment or whatever. And she just assumed because they did not speak English, or that they were maybe immigrants, that they could not afford to live at the luxury apartment. Now, once she was done with everything, I chewed her behind out. Here's why. Because the fair housing laws says that if they were to file a lawsuit, I could be sued too, because I'm a part of the organization. And it's not what it is, it's what it looks like. So because he was an employee of Lyft, that is and that's the equal opportunity employment, and all of that is these legislation laws and all of that. That's why Lyft can be sued, because he is a part of the organization. And the same thing goes for me, even in my day to day job. If my employees do something that breaks that law, when they sue my company, I'm sued too. even though I did not commit the offense.
Wow, that's crazy.
Hmm.
But what about isn't that law changed though?
No,
So
no.
am I misunderstanding the DEI law? Am I misunderstanding that?
Well, that primarily has to do with minority. That doesn't have to do with like if mistreatment of people or anything like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I
Like
was
as
getting
a
that
whole,
misconstrued of
yeah.
thinking like you just don't have no fair opportunities anymore.
Right, but it's not. But it's a difference because it's primarily like minorities and stuff like that. But this is in general. What I'm talking about is in general. Your company, if I'm your company that you work for, uh, uh, you know, mistreats me or mishandles me or does any type of abuse or mishandles anything like that, I'm coming for you and I'm coming for your company too,
Okay.
because they are a product of you.
That make you feel like, man, you gotta really be on your employees. Like, listen, whew,
Oh yeah,
that's
I listen to conversations, and it's so, especially in our industry, what we do for one person, we got to do for all. So say for instance, you come in and you say, um, Trees, um can I use the gym? Can I stay in the gym an hour later because I gotta work later and such and such and I'll be like, oh, okay, sure. You can stay in an hour later. And the next resident comes behind you and say, Trees, can I stay in the gym later? And I say, no, you can't. I have just broken the fair housing law because what I do for one, I gotta do for all. So then if I should have told the first person no and kept it across the board. But because I told you, the one person no, and then I mean yes, and I told you no, baby, I done broke the law and I can be sued. Just that easy.
wow.
Mm. Yeah, wow, it's crazy in this situation because we've looked, speaking on the level of entertainment, like we've watched what fat phobia has done to Lizzo.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? For her to go through her transformation now, now she used all that hate to kind of, transform herself, and then people still gonna find something to hate about.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Despite just saying her weight is the true issue, we live in a society today where we feed off of the negativity of the world now. So, rather it was for publicity of her just doing something to kind of promote something to bring some attention her way, or whether she was genuinely hurt. The point is, it happened, someone was affected, and like you said, there's a laws in place for mistreatments and situations
Hmm.
like that.
Hmm. And Lizzo is a beautiful soul, beautiful spirit, beautiful inside and out. And she went through a lot because of the fat phobia. Look at uh Gabourey, what is it, Gabby Sidibe, who played
Yeah,
Precious. They
yes.
called her all kinds of stuff. And she hasn't been in a movie since. What have y'all thought about that? She hasn't been in what has she done since?
The last thing I seen her on was Empire, I believe.
Yeah,
Agree.
but they
Right.
haven't put her in a big role since Precious. That was it. The
Yeah, that
industry. They chose her for that role. She got bashed for that role, and nobody has given her a big role since.
yeah, it's messed up the way the industry
Hmm.
works.
Hmm.
It's all about sex appeal.
Hmm.
And if you can't bring sex appeal, then the industry doesn't want you. And it's crazy to watch because that's the first thing young girls do is they start getting online and they're showing sex appeal and feeling like they have to have dress just to get noticed to get into the industry. The industry messes, I feel like they mess a lot of these girls up.
Absolutely. And I was telling my husband the other day, I said, We got to pay attention. I said the Kardashians were the first people, like everybody is on Ozempic and all of that now, but the Kardashians were the first one. I said, how do you think they would lose? Listen, they would be, soon as they would gain 2 pounds, baby, they would be right back skinny. They were on Ozempic way before, allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't want nobody coming for me, baby. I'm just gonna say it. But and now Kim, she went from curvy with the big booty and the hips and everything, and now she done just shriveled on up, and now you got everybody trying to shrivel on up right with her.
Mm-mm. I'm fine with my fupa. I'm sorry.
Listen, you hear me?
I ain't finna go through all that. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
go, going under the knife to be.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, accept me for who I am. It is what it is.
They would call Chloe the non-attractive sister. Look at Chloe. She went and got the BBL. She went and now she's the skinny one too. Kylie looks like a whole different person. The industry does a lot to people, and it is impacting and affecting a lot of our teenagers today.
Mm-hmm. It
And it's
is.
sad. It's really sad.
It is. And that body dysmorphia, all these things of imagery of, you got to be, present in the moment. If you don't have a certain look, if you don't have a certain sound, if, you're not bringing what is now social media popularity, and then you're not the next big
Mm,
thing, and you go through all the, you know what I'm saying? You have to literally kill
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
yourself just for the appeal of America to accept you for a certain part, for a certain role, whatever it may be in life. Rather, it don't even have to be in entertainment. Just to reach a certain stature of your life, there's always going to be something held against you, that will just destroy you altogether.
Yes, I agree. And the body dysmorphia is extremely real. And I think one of the first people that I saw go through it is Michael Jackson. Michael
Yeah.
Jackson went through body
Mm.
dysmorphia. He was one of the first people that I saw struggle with it. And that's when I started to study what body dysmorphia was. And then it went to Lil Kim.
I was just gonna say, and then Little Kim, because I
Hmm.
think that Little Kim was beautiful the way she was. Like,
Gorgeous.
yeah, I didn't see, and it could have been that light skin, dark skin thing for her. I don't know.
Hmm. K Michelle doesn't look the same. I'm like, is that K Michelle? She's completely changed who she looks like. So it's a real thing. It's someone that I know here in my city, and she was a beautiful girl. So it started maybe about a year and a half ago. She started first. She got the first BBL, and she looked fine. Hence, fast forward to today. That girl done got her nose done twice, boobs done twice. I don't know how many BBLs, and it looked like she done got her weight. You know how they say they can get the ribs removed or something.
Mm-hmm.
When I
Mm.
tell you, it makes me sad to watch her now, and she
Yeah.
doesn't even look. She got the cheek things. She looks so. She looks. It looks terrible.
It looks awful, like the
It
nose
looks
and everything. I was like,
yes.
the last time I seen her is when she did that. She was on a yacht. It was some kind of show where they was all on a yacht, and it was Chili, and it was some other people that was on there. I was like, oh my god, she just like, dang, did she ever just look in the mirror at her old self and feel like she didn't need to do this?
No, because body dysmorphia tells them that it's still not enough. Body dysmorphia tells them they need to keep doing more and more and more. And that's how the young lady that I know personally looks. And every time I see her, and I feel bad. But what makes it even worse is the people in the comments telling her, "Oh, girl, you look good." Knowing doggone well behind the scenes they're laughing.
Fake.
They're not, because they're not keeping it 1,000 with her. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Girl, stop! You're looking crazy. You're looking like an ant. It don't look good. You need to stop.
Mm-hmm. Or you should have stopped a long time ago.
A long time ago, it looks so bad. I feel bad for her.
Yeah. I was always taught the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. So I've
Mm-hmm.
always been comfortable in my skin.
Yep. What you see is what you get.
Yep.
Hello.
What you see is what you get, baby.
Wow. So it looks like, Chrisean has gotten fed up and she's decided to, start clapping back at a few people. So I have a few videos that I wanted to share. I hope you guys can hear my granddaughter outside of my door.
Baby, she talking mad trash.
Right. Right. She giving whoever it is the business.
Oh, let's see. Oh, I don't think it's gonna let me play it. I sent
But
them
that's
to the
okay.
messenger from Snapchat,
Yeah,
but
that's okay.
yeah.
This is my thing. I want her to stop talking about it and start sending cease and desist letters. I want her to start shutting people up. Sometimes we got to fight like them people fight. Y'all know them people.
Mm-hmm.
We need to, you need to start fight like them people fight because they're still talking. I need her to trademark her name so that
Yep.
every time they speak her name, they pay her. And then I need you to start fighting like them people talk because they still running their mouths too much on your
Too
baby.
much. They're
Too
trying. That's
much
their
on your
whole
baby.
goal is to tear her down. They want to remove her
Yeah.
from the industry altogether.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
is something that has been going on for a minute. I think once she came out and clapped back, that she should have just left it at that and then moved forward.
Exactly. I want her. Hey, MEP, and my daughters. I see my daughters here. I see some. I see y'all in the chat. Thank y'all for supporting. But I just want her. I want Chrisean. I'm really praying, and we'll be praying tomorrow night. I'm really praying that she starts getting legal involved
Yeah.
with this and start sending out legal notices for people to stop speaking on her and her son's name. It's too much. It's too much.
I
Okay.
would get his
Okay.
name trademarked as well too.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody spoke ill on my son, they would be
Yep.
facing a lawsuit.
Exactly. Enough is enough. I mean, how long are they going to continue to do this?
I, I don't know.
Yeah. It's that viewership, right? There's no such thing as bad publicity type of stunts of, being someone in this world of entertainment or just being trendy. And, I'm seeing reports of, there was an issue about her having to publicly put out that, Blueface was the baby's actual father. And then you see that the ex just mysteriously just got killed a couple of days ago. So it's heavy when you speak on her name. But like you say, when you speak on her name, there should be some residuals coming into her
Hmm.
name.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I don't think that it would bother her as much if they weren't speaking on the baby.
Right.
I mean, it's a whole nother low when you guys keep just speaking. And then it's just the things that you're saying. And then it doesn't make it any better that her sister wants to come out and start co-signing things that, people are already saying. It's like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the crazy part is it's your family. When it's your family, that makes it even worse. When it's your sister, all because she's not sending her any money. But you know what? The thing is, we all knew that this was what it was.
yeah, I've been
Yeah.
knowing this about Chastity because when she first started kind of like coming out and going live, she came out subliminally. Like she would say little things subliminally, like, oh, because if I get on, I'm gonna make sure the whole family get on. Or Mookie said when I got out of jail, I should have had a house. Like she would throw little lugs out there, but then top it off with, but I don't ask nobody for nothing, little stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, she feels entitled.
Uh-huh.
Because
Uh-huh.
that's how they do. You know what I'm saying? They throw little
Hmm.
hints out there. You
Oh
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? it's like, how much do you want a person to do though? Because when you got out, she did give you money. Now, what you did with that money was on you. You should have did something that made something worth out of it.
Right. But she's done nothing but post
Absolutely.
registry since she got out. The baby is 6 months and you still posting registries. Why don't you look on Indeed to get you a job and buy the stuff for your babies? You're just a panhandling piece of, sorry, but no sorry. I said what I said. Who gonna check me?
Right, because when I watched her
Uh,
on live, all the stuff that those supporters had sent her, she had enough to hold her over for a long time. So getting a job, you should be kind of like, she should be set, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have to buy, I know for sure, diapers for a long time. From all the stuff that I seen those people sending her, she wouldn't have had to buy nothing for a very long time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that selfishness, man. That selfishness and
Yeah.
envy, it overrides what you already have to be like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I got that stuff. But what are you contributing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give all this stuff away because you supposed to be my supplier. You supposed to be the one.
Yes.
I don't need handouts. People have that mentality of I don't need handouts from anybody else, not total
Right.
strangers or whatever, our fans, you know. But when it's a relative, and especially if they make it, it's jealousy is an
But
ugly
Oh
my
thing,
thing is
yes.
though,
you know.
when it comes to that though, where's all these people when you getting it out of the mud, trying to make it and trying to get to that point? Was you
Mm-hmm.
there to like? Was you there to share a post? Was you there to give encouraging advice? No, because I can remember one time Chrisean was on live saying she didn't even really know a lot of her sisters. I'm on live. You gotta wait. You have to wait. I'm on live. Okay. Okay. That I lost my train of thought. Basically, she didn't really know her. So she didn't have a relationship with them until she really made it big. Honestly,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
so it's like, and then just the one time when she was like, her and Petey was in the situation that they was in, and they couldn't really go live with any of her sisters because they had like 8, 9 kids apiece. That was just sad to hear because I'm like, even if I would have had 8 or 9 kids, I had a little sister. You gonna get up in a corner somewhere, you gonna share a bed with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yep. Absolutely.
And then it's just so tiring to hear her talking about, oh, you didn't want to put mommy in the house that I could afford, and the house you put her in, it doesn't have no heat. Okay, well, she did that part. How about the 11 rest of you go and figure out the heat? Why
Well,
does
the rest of
everything
you.
have to be on her?
Right. She's the baby. And like I've said before, if she continues to take care of everybody else, what is she going to have to take care of herself and her child? Why don't the other 11 step up and do their part?
Exactly. If they would think outside the box, she's already paved the way for them.
Right.
They could have been doing podcasts. There's a lot of things that they could have been doing because they was going to get that recognition off of being her relative.
Right.
But they just want her
Absolutely.
to
Fact.
carry them, it seems like.
Right.
And it's sad.
And I watched Miss Pat say this on she said this on a podcast not long ago. I think it was Shannon Sharp podcast. And she was like, sometimes you gotta block family
Mm-hmm.
off, like in a
You do.
sense of, that bank, that ATM, if you think I'm the ATM and I gotta give every time I get something, then I can't do it. She's like, because then if I give you all I got, then I'ma
Right.
have nothing. People love to pull you back down using that, that old cliche of the crab in the barrel mentality. Like they don't want to see you at the top. They don't want to see you making out
Mm-hmm.
the hood. They don't want to see you, thrive and be
Mm-hmm.
successful. No, they like, look, you know, we got project mentality. So our mentality is we all just supposed to suffer and there's no out. There's no
Mm-hmm.
making it out the hood. So now that she's getting it out the mud and grinding and pretty much has established who she is on her own, despite the whole Blueface situation, it's amazing. Like I just love growth,
Yeah.
right? Like when you see somebody grow and then every now and then they're crying out for help, and then when you try to cry out, you have to suck it up real quick because you don't want people to see the real
Right.
you.
Yeah. Yep. But I feel so like to be literally attacked day in, day out for years for nothing, that's a hard pill to swallow.
That's a very hard pill to swallow because it's like just watching Carlissa, anytime she hit that live button, she's dragging her child. And I'm a Taurus,
Yep.
so I can't take too much.
Yep.
I'm gonna come up out of a bag, but Chrisean will sit there and be quiet for months on end before she does
Yep.
respond. And then when she does respond, everybody feels like she's in the wrong. How? She didn't stay here for months, and this lady didn't say some of the most
Yep.
awfulest things. She didn't crack some of the most just outrageous jokes, and she'll say one thing, and y'all, oh, she shouldn't disrespect. See, and I've always
Yep.
hated that mentality. I always had a saying where I felt like some elders, not all, are bullies because some
Mm-hmm.
elders have that mentality where they feel like you have to respect them and give them the utmost respect no matter what. Meanwhile, they can degrade you, talk to you crazy, and feel like they can jump and put their hands on you. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But no, it doesn't work, especially once you get into your adult life. You don't want to still feel like you're going to be little girl or little boy.
Right.
Give me that same respect. I'm an adult now. You can't keep treating me like I'm a kid and like I'm beneath you. You can't do that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's what it is with Carlissa. She just feels like she should be able to do and say whatever she wants. You're with my son. You still got to respect me. Lady, you is crazy.
Yeah, she's crazy. Your son, the son that doesn't even speak to you, girl, lay down.
Yeah, the same son that was giving you the middle finger at a
Right.
event because you wanted to come up on stage. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a different day and time, though. It's not. These kids are different. It's like
Right.
I don't give a damn if you talk crazy to me. I'm gonna talk crazy to you. So I don't know if she thought it was still like that back then. I don't know.
Yeah. So, but God is going to do it. There's no way she's going to continue to take this and God does not and I've said it before and I'm saying it again. She's going through a Job experience, and but we know that God at the end, when Job went through this experience and he came out at the end, God restored every single thing, and he gave him more than enough that was lost. So she's just going to just continue to do it. But I do need her, and I do want her and encourage Krishan to go ahead and pursue legal. Stop letting them play in your face like this.
Yeah,
Don't stop giving them the right to do this, because Krishan Jesus Porter has to grow up and look at this one day.
yeah,
Stop letting them do it. Shut them up.
exactly. I don't know how so many people can have such hate for one little person who has such. She's got a humble soul though too.
Yep. Yep.
Just like she just said on Big O the other night. Don't look at me. She doesn't want people to be fanned out about over her. She
Mm-mm.
wants to be looked at as a regular person. She's saying like I'm regular, just like y'all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I've never seen no celebrity, even YouTubers that might get over 20K Fox subscribers think they celebrity status and they start to change their attitude. She's never
Mm-hmm.
changed.
Yep.
Nope.
Never.
So I dropped the link if anybody would like to come up and share their thoughts or opinions on anything that we've discussed. We're going to cut out at 7:30. I stick to a strict schedule, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no
No,
strict
no,
schedule.
I'm very
Gives you enough
yes.
time to get done.
Yeah, Chastity is mad because she's cut her off and she's just trying to bring her down by any means necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And all she's doing is regurgitating things that people have already put out there the same way Jay did. Jay wasn't saying nothing new. She regurgitated things that people already put out there, and they feel like because they're the closest to her, people are gonna gravitate and believe it. And some do. But some
Mm-hmm.
are smarter than others. So
Yep. Yep.
yeah. Would anybody like to come up and share any thoughts or opinions on any of the topics we discussed? I dropped the link. Yeah, I stick to a strict schedule, you guys. It's like, okay, we're gonna go 6:30. All right, we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
30.
Right. Hey, Victoria.
Let me see somebody. Hello, June.
Hey, how y'all? How y'all
Hey,
doing?
Pretty
hey,
good.
LeJune. That's my
Hey,
girl now.
Tiffany!
I
Hey,
love my
Tiffany! Oh, God!
that's my girl.
I've been looking for you. I've been wanting to see you. I'm happy to hear your voice. TT. Oh, my
Yes,
God.
girl.
Y'all got one of the realest. I can't see.
What happened? She dropped
What
down.
happened?
She just dropped down. She must have pushed a button or something.
Yep. She gonna come back.
Say charity on a grand going from city to city.
Child on a begging tour. She listen. I told her I'm gonna take her baby on my taxes because listen, I ain't even bought nothing for the baby, but since the Chrisean fans done bought everything, then we all need to split it. Take her on our taxes.
Right. Everybody should be able to file her baby.
Exactly. I'm sick of her.
I did too. I bought stuff for the baby a while back here. Right when she started moving in the house. And she did get up and thank everybody.
Mm-mm-mm. And then as soon as people don't give her, I done had so many people tell me as soon as she asks them for something else and they don't give it to her, like they buy her one thing and then she asks for something else and they don't respond, baby, she blocks them.
Yeah, and then there was one person that had showed a DM where she was basically like kind of rushing them to send her money, and I was just like, so pride just don't exist no more, does it?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And she don't
I,
ask for
I
$10. Go ahead, LaJune.
She keep dropping down.
She don't ask for $10. That heifer be asking for 50, 100, 250.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
y'all, it keep kicking me off. It keep kicking me off.
you was
Go
gonna
ahead.
say something.
Oh yeah, I got other kids stuff to take care of and bills to pay. I just can't find it. I got it. Lord, I just can't do it.
Hello, Red.
Oh, I can't even talk. Hold on. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I've been wanting to say this about this whole situation. I know for a fact that Chastity is a big ass liar. Like, I was watching all of this girl lives and I was like, damn, your story is changing. Like, you said one thing in the first live, and then as the days is going on, your shit is changing. And I'm like, from somebody who got siblings, how would you expose your freaking little sister, number one? How would you expose your nephew, number two? Like, none of that shit don't make sense, especially from somebody who helped you. Like, that don't make no damn sense. As soon as you got out of lockup, this girl was the first one there. None of them other sisters wasn't there. She was the first one there. That shit don't make no sense. Excuse my language, but
Mm-hmm.
it don't make no freaking sense. And I
No,
really
at
respected
all.
her. I respected her. I respected Chrisean for not saying nothing. But it's like, damn, I understand. It's like, damn, how much can one person take? Like, and y'all
Right.
talking about my child. It was okay when y'all was talking about me, but y'all keep talking about my kid. Like, make it make sense. She don't owe any of us any explanation at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's her
Mm-hmm.
kid. It's not ours. So
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this shit
her
is so
story
fucked up.
it definitely changes because for the longest she kept saying the situation with her son, she was saying it was the mom. Now all of a sudden it's Chrisean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you, Mr. Treese. We need to pray.
Yeah. Oh,
Everybody
we're
needs to
definitely
pray
gonna do
for
that
her.
tomorrow. We're definitely doing that tomorrow.
Yes, people really need to pray, and they keep saying, "Oh, she's using God." Let God be the judge of that. We not God.
Exactly.
We don't judge. We can't
Exactly.
judge her. We don't know what that girl heart is. We don't know what her
Exactly.
intentions are. We are just human, just like she is. And think about it. And before, when she was helping Chastity, none of this stuff was coming out.
Mm-mm.
The moment she changed her tune and didn't want to mess with her no more and started cutting her off, look, all this shit happened. But you on
Mm-hmm.
Tifa's side, now I take this with a grain of salt as well, though, because I do like Tifa. I like her because in the beginning, she was acting like a big sister to Krishan. And I
Mm-hmm.
do see that Krishan was saying when they was in that hospital, I'm like, make it make sense. If Krishan was lying, why was her sister who was over there at the baby bed when Krishan was saying all that stuff? She didn't say, why is you lying? Stop saying
Right.
that, this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
She was just like, mm-hmm. She need to
Mm-hmm.
leave you alone. She need to leave you alone. She's your sister.
Mm-hmm.
She need to leave you alone. She never once said, no, Chrisean, why you lying? That didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Not
see, I
once.
like to tell people that I pay attention to what's not being said versus what
Right.
is being said. Because when she came out and said it, when they did it on Zoom or whatever, none of the other sisters came out and said that's not true. They all was quiet. That let me know that there has been things that's going on in their household.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
Definitely.
that mentality where things are brushed under the carpet and you don't discuss what goes on in the
But
house.
think about that. Think about that. Look at it. Now, everybody who's on this live right now, how many of us have our parents told us when we went to our grandparents' house, well, go on in this house, better stay in this
Stay
house.
in the
You
house.
better not hear,
Absolutely.
Go
you better
ahead.
not hear nobody talking about and we all have experienced that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We all have. And
I've
it's sad.
told my story. Yep.
It's sad. It's freaking sad that they doing this to this girl. And I said the same thing. I was like, it's almost like God is taking her through this just to test her faith.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Job experience. She's going through a Job
Yes.
experience.
Yes. I
Yep.
feel like I'm going through it too. Me and her both.
Yeah.
But she just got the world. She just in front of the world seeing. Everybody in this
Yep.
got her in their eye. And that's so messed up. I just wish
Mm-hmm.
Carlissa would shut up too. I'm just like, why do you? I mean, you act like you were their age, like you are an
Mm-hmm.
adult. Like, make it make sense. I was like, I couldn't even see me being Tessa, excuse me, not Tessa, me being Tifa age. I'm 44. I just couldn't see myself going back and forth on the internet with somebody in their 20s. I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
where is your husband? Like, make it make sense. I swear to God, when me and my cousin was going back and forth, my ex-boyfriend, who's younger than me, said the same thing. He was like, stop that BS on the internet. Tell her when you see her, you're gonna see her, and let that be that. This
Mm-hmm.
woman, it's like nobody is telling her anything. I'm like, where is your husband? Why is your husband not telling you, like, this is not, as you so godly, this is not godly. Like,
And then after she sit there and talk so much stuff, and then somebody say something to her, the first thing, I'm getting a restraining order. I'm
restraining
gonna call
order.
you
First
both.
day.
Why are you playing victim?
Yes. I thought I was the only one who saw that. Like, dang, every time you start all this BS, but then the first thing you want to do is talk about, I'm getting a restraining order, I'm calling your probation officer, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So I'm just like, Chrisean, I hope you're paying attention. And I'm with you, Miss Latrice. She needs to
Mm-hmm.
file charges against
She has to. She needs to stop. See, the thing is, Blue has told her that all publicity is good publicity, negative and
No,
positive.
that's not true.
And it needs to stop. She
Yeah.
gotta take care of this.
Yes. But who is good? Who is going to be the one who is bold enough to tell her and actually make her do it? That's the question.
Listen, I am not playing. I let her do that thing on this Saturday. Let her do Bigo Live on this Saturday.
You get
Latrice
that?
ain't playing. Baby, I'm getting up there, Krishan. Now, doggone it, if you're not gonna do it, I'ma do it. Now, if you don't give me permission on this live, I'ma file on everybody and they mammy. On
And I
my
saw her
mama.
last time opening the gifts. Last time she was opening the gifts, she had opened some socks and stuff that you had sent her for the
Hmm.
baby.
She knows me.
So that's what I
She
said. So
knows
she
who I
definitely
am.
knows you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely knows you.
She knows me.
But I do think it was sad what happened to her ex. Like, I do think that's sad, but at the
Hmm.
same time, it was like, and I don't mean to speak ill of the dead, but he also reaped what he sowed too. He killed somebody. He took somebody's life. He said he did it over Deshaun. Nobody will never know.
He
But
was
you
in
took somebody's
protecting
life. Like,
Krishan,
you
though.
played God too.
But he did, and he did do it to protect her.
Oh,
But
it was?
Yeah, it
he
was to
did.
protect Krishan.
It was to protect her.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he was lying or not.
Mm-mm.
Okay, okay. But I mean, he got his family and his friends, and of course they're gonna mourn him. But at the same time, you got to call a spade a spade. When you live a life of doing it, that was just like for me and anybody else. When you do certain things out here, karma is a bitch.
And that's
I
true.
mean,
When you
I
do
feel
live
like
that
all of that
life,
could be true, but like
yeah,
certain stuff that people come out and say is like, okay, like the whole thing with who, that was really disrespectful. And not only that, why didn't you say it, confront it when it was said? Now that he's gone,
right,
and then you wanna say it with
right.
all this aggression and
Oh, you talking about with whack?
yeah.
Yeah, I think with
We don't
D-Whack
even
put
speak
up.
his name. We don't even speak
Oh,
his
I
name.
apologize. I'm sorry.
That's
And
okay.
that's why I didn't say his name. But yeah,
Hmm.
like you real tough and you got all this aggression. If you felt that strong about it, why didn't you confront it when it was said?
You're right. Definitely. Where was that smoke in the beginning? You're right. That's definitely right. It's just so many things that just coming out now. It's just like, dang, where is it gonna end? And as much as they love to talk trash about China, China been saying this before anybody. China and her son
She
was one of the
did.
first people who I heard
She
talking
did.
about this.
Mm-hmm.
Like
And
I
she
making
do
did
have to
it
say
admit
make
that.
she always has said the truth was gonna come out. She
I
always
do
said
have
sense.
to say that. I do have to agree with that. China has said this.
And
She
never
really
changed her
does.
story. I've seen people try to dissect what
Yeah.
she was saying, and I've been on her
Hmm.
live. I've literally been up with her early in the morning when she was going to McDonald's, and I would listen to her, and I'm just like, this woman's story don't never change. So y'all trying to take bits and pieces and break it up and edit it, trying to make it look like she lying. I was like, that woman is not lying. And her son, no grown man is not about to get on no internet and tell you that he's been violated like that, and it
that's
be
what
a
I
lie.
say too. That's what I say too.
I have 3 brothers. I know. I promise you, they're not. That's almost like messing with their manhood. Like what it is, messing with their
Hmm.
manhood. They feel like that's gonna follow them around forever. They don't want to tell nothing like that. And he still turned around and gave them clout though. He was like, I don't want nothing bad to happen to my aunts and uncles. I just don't want y'all to keep saying I'm lying.
Yep.
That was just so messed up. Like this whole situation is messed up. Like it really,
And
Hmm.
really
then
is.
Chastity finally admitted to it after all this time.
Oh yeah, because she was some they was playing house. How you playing house with your brother?
And but we was the same age and all of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that doesn't even make any sense. And I swear to you, I was like, this if I've been on Tristan's live as well, you could see in that boy eyes that he is not lying. Like
No, I believe
he's
Tristan.
another one whose story never changes.
Yeah, I believe Tristan wholeheartedly.
It's sad though, and I'm with I don't know who it was saying that. Ruby K. Ruby K was saying that everybody is going against each other, the kids and the nephews and all that other stuff, when the real culprit, the daddy, the one who started this with the
Hmm.
grandparents, they are the ones who y'all need to be going after instead of beefing with each other.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But don't you see how Tifa and Krishan is the only one who look like his mother?
I think Tareen too.
Yeah. Because
I'm talking about
Karina and
as
Tifa
far as
look
the
just
color.
alike.
I'm talking about as far as the color, like the yellow. Like everybody else is dark skinned except for Tifa and what's Saseki and Krishan.
Yeah.
But I don't. This is the part that got me a little baffled, and I really don't understand it. Is when Chastity's well, her baby father's homeboy, when he started exposing her, and he was like, yeah. So how did he say it? I don't want to say it wrong. He was just like, they were telling him that well, excuse me, he was told that they didn't really like Krishan and Tifa, and that Chastity was the baby girl. Did you hear about that? Did you hear that one? Yeah, she had said a little bit about it on one of those days. She's like, Daddy really don't mess with Krishan. He really don't like Krishan. It's like, but why? Why doesn't he like Krishan? But you was on TV. Y'all all went to LA and seized that moment to get on camera. Y'all liked her then.
He did say that in that recording that Quell had played that
Yeah,
time.
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Quell.
But it's probably because he has his hands out. And
Oh.
and not only that, she told some things that he's done. You know what I'm saying?
Because wasn't he trying to say that Chastity was trying to get Rock set up when she was in LA?
Yeah. Yeah.
But she turned it and flipped it, saying that it was all over. You know, it was being Krishan first Mother's Day, and she had bought him stuff, and she was like, he could have just gave her some weed for free. And I'm just like, that don't seem like that much. You know, crazy shit would come from somebody giving somebody some weed. Oh,
I
hold up.
think it was just what Quell said. What it is
And
Chastity did not. There's one thing that Chastity does not like. She does not like to see Krishan do for anybody outside of her or them.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, because she said she was pissed off about them seeing that lady in the supermarket and giving her that makeover.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, but mommy this and mommy that. But think about it. And I was like, I've heard Krishan say it before, and I heard the other sisters, actually admit it. They said Krishan was sending their mom money, that Krishan had put them in a house, that Krishan had did a whole bunch of stuff for them. And it was just like, what the hell? You want her to keep on doing it? And I'm like, yeah, you want her to get broke? Trying to help all of y'all. It's too many of y'all.
She want them to carry. They want her to carry them all the way. They don't
But
want to take.
she's the
Like if she
baby.
gave you $10,000, you should have made something shake with that. That's
Right,
how I
right,
feel.
right. Man, put $1,000 in my hand and watch me make it shake. And remember, you the band lady.
Exactly.
But the band lady, when after you got finished, when Tifa got finished, excuse me, excuse my language. My mom taught me to respect my elders. But after Tifa used you on that freaking show to get you to be on her side, next thing we know, you on a live on the bus. So
Oh
and
no,
then
no. What
and now
got me
Tifa
is
got a
when
Rolls Royce. Make it
Tifa
make sense.
walked up and you get to crying. I'm like, oh my God, here she go with this face stuff. I was like,
But that's
oh
the
my
part
God,
that
and you're
make
talking
it
to the
make sense.
TV girl.
Look at how much money that Tifa got, and I know she's a Gemini. So Gemini, I know how Geminis rock with their family. Tifa knows that you got a brand new baby. You telling me you couldn't, the same way you was over there going back and forth with her about arguing, you telling me you couldn't hear her in the DMs be like, sis, I need a car. I don't want to be pushing around no stroller and on live on the bus and stuff. Put me in
No,
the car.
I don't think so.
So I'm not about to jump on your side and defend you.
Mm-hmm.
It don't
Well,
make no
I
sense.
knew she had flip sides when she walked up after when Rock said what she said, and she walked up and tried to get the baby. I'm like, now why is she walking up trying to get the baby?
Because she
That's when
wanted
I knew it
Tifa.
was a setup.
She wanted Tifa to fight her. She wanted Tifa to fight Rock.
So can y'all answer this question? I know y'all probably can't, but was weird to me. When they were sitting at that table and Rock was like, yeah, and she used to mess with your ex-boyfriend. All the
And
thing
she just
Chastity
sat
said
there.
was, don't do that. Don't do that.
Mhm.
She never denied it.
She couldn't.
And Trauma, God rest his soul, Trauma said it as well. Trauma went live one time, Trauma also confirmed that. So that's true too. Um so it's just crazy. And then Lejeune said the same thing. Quell, absolutely. Quell was another one who spoke everything out, and everything has come to pass.
Mm.
Everybody not saying the same thing and lying. These
As
people
they
are
said,
telling
yeah,
the truth.
what they say, where there's smoke, there's fire.
These people are
Yeah,
telling the
because
truth.
China's daughters then said a lot of this stuff too.
Hmm.
You're right. And hold up, this is off topic. I really do believe she got that boy set up to get killed. I really do.
Allegedly.
I'm sorry, allegedly. But come on, the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah,
The
but you're
proof is
still on
in the
but you're still
pudding.
on a broadcast, so it's
Oh yeah,
allegedly.
yeah. No. I'm not saying that to say allegedly. I'm just saying the proof is in the pudding.
Hmm.
The proof. I mean, if anybody with common sense could see what was really going on, because she was swearing that she loved this man dirty drugs almost. But then to hear, oh, y'all got in an argument, and you tell you know how many I've had 4, 5 serious relationships in my 44 years on this earth. And I know for a fact, anytime that the police were called, and which never was by me, anytime police was called on scene about a fight or argument that I've had with one of my significant others, and I know they got a gun, I would never tell the police they got a gun, because you know what they do to black men when they feel like they're threatened.
Absolutely.
Why would you send them to a store knowing this man how he is? You can't tell me she ain't know he was gonna pop off like that.
And
Hmm.
She
on the recording, the police recording, she told them what he was wearing and told them that he had a pow pow.
That's see, I never even heard that part.
It
I
was
never
just
heard
played
it.
on a podcast the other day.
Oh, I just said I just knew it. I just really felt like it. I was like, but you can sit on this internet and you can talk junk about your nephew, you can talk junk about your little sister, but every day you looking at that baby girl and she looked just like this man. And you talk about Chrisean and her karma, everything she got to pick up. What about you? At least
Hmm.
Chrisean can say, allegedly, at least Chrisean can say, my baby daddy is around. Me and him can beef. We can go back and forth. You've taken this man away because I've seen his sisters live. Them people are hurt.
Yeah.
They want Chastity next.
Mm-hmm.
It's just horrible. It's horrible, horrible, horrible. I really pray that she takes your advice, Miss Latrice, and she file legal action. Play the game the way they playing it with you. Well,
Yep.
at least Carlissa.
Yeah. Gonna have to.
Oh, I have a question for you, Miss Latrice. I don't know if you know or not.
Hmm.
Is her husband really with the CIA or the feds, or is this man really a janitor?
A janitor.
It's
Oh
real.
yeah, he's a custodian.
He's a
It's
custodian.
really real.
I mean, it's for the government, but he's still a custodian.
And I don't have nothing against custodians. I mean, I got
No.
custodians in my family. I just applied for a janitorial position.
Right.
I'm just saying the way she made it seem like he was an agent and all this other BS. Like, come on, Carlissa, you cap too much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Carlissa
she
just
be lying, and I'm
that's
so glad all her little lies and got busted out.
You
If
see, they coming out
anybody
slowly but surely.
have you guys seen the interview with Carletta and Octavia?
I've
I
seen
told
Carletta.
Carletta I gotta watch. I'm gonna watch it. I gotta watch it. I'm gonna watch it this weekend.
Okay, because I was gonna subscribe to Tasha K and I was gonna play it on Twitch tomorrow evening if anybody wanted to watch it.
I definitely do.
Okay.
Okay, let me
I
know.
Okay.
definitely want to
According
do
to
it.
it's according to I'm gonna be praying tomorrow night, so let me know what time.
Okay.
Please,
Okay.
can you send out what you call this? You know, your things that y'all send out for y'all followers.
Sure.
So everybody could get on and pray because they say God be in the midst when it be more than two people. So I definitely want to be a part of it because she need all the prayers she can get at this point.
Yeah, she do.
Because it really seems like everybody is like literally trying to turn against this girl, and it's just like, for what? Why?
Half the people is mad because they know where she's at and they wish they could be, and half the people are just followers. Period.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's so sad. It is so freaking sad. And she let these people. I know definitely Jay and Marsh. They was getting. Then this is the same thing. A lot of people around me who know the situation is saying the same thing. They were like, "Y'all can't be upset. This girl put y'all in position. You know how many
Yeah.
what? Let me have been on her on her tailcoat going into these parties, meeting these people. Come on, she took these people to Diddy parties, Chris Brown parties. You
Yeah.
telling me you couldn't make something shake out of that? Then you didn't
Mm-hmm.
need it. Then it wasn't for you."
Yep.
And then for them to sit up and say she wasn't putting food in the house. Hold on, she paid the rent for a year. The
Right.
bare minimum you can do is make sure there's food in there.
Yeah.
Right. Y'all
That was
expect her to do everything.
right. That was
That
not her
woman.
responsibility at that point.
And everybody grown. That's the part
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand. Everybody in here grown, Marsh. You got a baby. At that time, Chrisean didn't even have no kids.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like she's taking care of all of y'all. She's keeping a roof over y'all head. You telling me y'all can't do y'all part?
And
Mm-hmm.
Not
she
saying that
wasn't
they
lying
didn't
when
do
she
nothing.
said she gave them and their children a lifestyle. Because I remember when she went to the Marsha's son's birthday party, I seen her get that boy a wad of money.
Okay.
She
That's
when she
sad.
did all that Christmas shopping and when she went shopping for the house,
Oh
she
yeah,
bought
she
stuff
went
for
Yeah.
shopping.
her niece. She bought
Yeah.
stuff for Marsha's son too.
Yeah, when she was pushing all those carts and stuff out of there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because Rashawn ain't stingy. I was like, I can honestly say that. I was like, as much as they be trying to like paint this picture of this girl, you can tell this girl is not a stingy person. You can just see it.
Mm-mm, she's not, and we have the same birthday, and that's our as Pisces women. That I mean, it's Pisces. We're givers. We're
Yeah.
naturally givers, and even as she said on Beagle the other night, it's a blessing and a curse because we don't know when to pull back. And she
hmm
talked about
Mm,
that. She it wasn't until she saw that everybody started doing things um on their own when she was locked up, and she was like, well dang, why they wasn't doing this before? That's because
facts.
she was already taking care of them. And that
Hmm.
is one of the things about us. We will continue to give and give and give, not realizing that people are taking.
Hmm. So what you think about this blue situation? Because you know he coming back, and I'm gonna like Ruby K. He's like fighting the big boss of the game.
I'm praying that every ungodly tie and every demonic tie that and soul tie is broken in the name of Jesus. And I'm praying that God has every contract that he has signed, that God has already paved the way for him to be able to get out of it, and
yeah.
that he will not return the same man in the name of Jesus. That's what
In
I think.
the name of Jesus.
I'm with
Yes,
you.
Lord. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. She need more people like you, and it's sad to say it's not enough of y'all.
Yeah.
But she knows I'm praying. She knows I'm
If
praying, and
if
she
she
said
would
it
have
on
had
Beagle.
somebody like Latrice in her life, she would have had a good management team. Because I always said that Chrisean needed a management team.
Yes,
She used to
yes,
go
and a good
live and all of that. She
PR.
needed a management team, somebody to
Mhm.
do her, her press releases and just
You're right. You're right.
handling all of her deals and all of that. She really
You're right.
needed that.
Because you
Yeah,
see how
because
she
baby,
kept screaming about Blue. She was like, Blue, don't want to do no business because Blue, they'll if we respect Blue, they don't give me no respect. I understood that part, but I'm with you. She didn't need Blue. She needed a team.
Yeah.
because when she would get ready, but like it would be times when she get ready to get on live and be popping it. And I know she about to say this wrong thing, baby. I'll turn that phone off right behind on her. She don't even know. I'll be done call T-Mobile or whoever she got the service with. She don't know why her phone not working, baby. I'll be done call them people and say suspend the line. I'm not even gonna let her get on there and make a fool of herself. And she'll be wondering what's wrong with my phone. Girl, I don't even know. And until she calmed down, once she calmed down, baby, I'll call them people back and say, y'all turn it back on.
You put it
Because
back
I'm gonna
on.
let her get out of her feelings. I'm not gonna let
Yeah.
you get on there and embarrass yourself.
You're right. And the people keep failing to realize, and they need to put themselves in her shoes. Look how we was acting when we were her age.
Yep.
Yeah.
We didn't have the internet exposing every little thing that we were doing, but just put yourself and think about how you was about your man when you was at her age.
I was her. I was fighting and
Yeah,
carrying on just like her.
yeah,
Huh?
yeah,
Busting
yeah.
windows, cutting ties, all that.
Thank you. We were all doing this. So I was like, for everybody to get on this internet and judge her like they haven't done these things. Like, come on. If you didn't love that nigga.
The
Exactly.
ones
I
that's
was
probably
her.
judging her probably be boxing with they niggas just as they sitting there judging her.
Yeah, I was her.
So they
For
need to
real.
show her some grace. That's what I say. I'm like, show her some grace, y'all. The girl ain't
Yes.
even 25 years old. Show her some grace.
Yep. Show her some grace.
Poor baby. I just like she's such a poor baby. And I'm just like, it's more so many of them. It's so many of them. Can't nobody tell me that it's some of them can talk to her. I know someone that can talk to her and get into her what is really real and what's going on. I know Chrisean is hard-headed and she don't like to listen. But some of her sisters, when her sisters is around, she do listen to. I think it's Taryn. Is that
She
whoever that
listens to
was?
Tareen. She does
Yeah,
listen to
Taryn, that's
Tareen.
how you say it. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then what about their oldest sister, the one who you never see, the one who on Instagram under Joyfully
Sierra.
Inspired? That's her name?
Sierra. That's
Okay.
the one we never see.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm like, she's a inspirational person. She's all you hear about her talking about is God. She don't talk about nothing else but God. So I'm like, where are they in this situation? Like they can't reach out to Chrisean and be like, yo, come with us for, a couple of months, you and the baby, get away from this internet. I understand you ducked off for a year, but totally fully leave this internet alone and focus yourself. I was like, when she was with those two girls in church, I really was starting to see a change in her.
Yeah.
Like you
Mhm.
can see it, she was glowing.
Mhm.
And I'm just like,
Yeah.
come on, Chrisean, we need that Chrisean back.
Yeah. I wish she would have gone. I want her to get back to that, and because I loved when she was in Oklahoma. I want her to
Yeah,
get back to that place. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you realize how many souls this girl, Chrisean is the one.
Yeah.
She
She
could save
definitely
a
is
lot of
one.
people. She could
She
save a
definitely.
lot of people. She can change a lot of people. She had a lot of people screaming, "Oh, I'm gonna go to church on Sunday. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that." Oh, and then also too, and I don't know if you ever had this live, Mr. Treese. I saw one of the videos was put up under Chrisean going to church, and it was somebody who was there at church, and she was like, "Y'all need to stop the cap on the internet." She was like, I saw her with her
Oh
baby.
yeah,
She
I
said that
saw that.
baby was active. He
Mhm.
was trying to get out of her arms. She could
Yeah.
barely hold him. But y'all talk about he don't do this and he don't do that.
Yep. I saw it.
But
Mhm.
and then make it make sense. All kids develop at their own pace.
The,
Right.
the the thing is, like I said, these people are going to say what they want to say. So all we can
Right.
do, we're gonna, we
Just
gonna
pray.
fight them with prayer. Yep.
Just pray. Okay. All right.
So
Okay. All right.
okay,
I don't
ladies,
tell
I
y'all
got
up
to.
enough.
Yeah,
Yep.
I
All
was about
right.
to say
Let's
I
do
gotta
it.
go. I gotta go eat my dinner and all that.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you,
you guys for
ladies.
letting
Thank you
me voice
guys for
my
tuning
opinion.
in.
And yeah, and thank you for inviting me.
No problem.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Sip and Talk with Ms. Londa, a show with guest interviews, current events, celebrity gossip, and the latest hot tea. This show is one you definitely don't want to miss.